The Front Range is in desperate need of snow, rain, anything falling from the sky short of an asteroid. And tonight, nature delivers. A spring storm slowing down traffic, knocking out power, and closing some schools. You know what? So be it, as long as everybody stays safe, as the snow is expected to keep falling through tomorrow morning. Glad you're staying warm somewhere and joining us here. I'm Kyle Clark.
And I'm Kim Christensen. We are under a weather impact alert as this drought-denting, that's the important part, storm moves through. From Denver to the foothills in northern Colorado, the whole team, look at, everybody's out there covering the storm and its impacts. But we begin tonight with 9 News Chief Meteorologist Kathy Sabin for the latest on the forecast.
Hi guys, we've got some good heavy wet snow coming down in the 9 News backyard. The tree branches so far so good. Woo, but you really need to shake them off because they're bending way down under the weight of all this water. So far the snow in Denver is compacting and melting, so the roads and sidewalks are wet, but that's going to change overnight with the arrival of a cold front and colder air. And that's going to lead to some of the heaviest accumulation starting after midnight and going through the morning drive. This is a camera right outside our studios. We've had poor visibility due to that low cloud ceiling, and the snow has been crazy heavy in the mountains. We're under a winter storm warning until 3 o'clock tomorrow, as is the high country, where they've seen over a foot of snow. Denver's looking at 4 to 8 inches of snow, and again, the heaviest of that snow is going to fall overnight tonight. Look at the radar. We love all this water. We're looking at 1 to 2 inches of water with this wet, heavy snow that will be with us until the afternoon tomorrow. Some banding is possible overnight tonight, so if you have to travel, please pay attention to the forecast, know the road conditions, and know before you go. Meteorologist Corey Reppenhagen called this storm on Saturday. Well done, my friend. Before anyone else, you nailed this storm, and just the timing, the impact, you got it down. Great job. Last time we checked in, you had about 15 inches of snow. Everybody was celebrating with fireworks up there. How are things now?
Yeah, well, they're still celebrating up here, Kathy. This has been a pretty impressive storm for the month of May. Even I'm impressed, and that is saying a lot. The snow's pretty light right now. You can see it barely coming down, very light flakes. But for most of the day, we were getting absolutely pounded up here, gaining an inch and a half every hour of accumulation. At one point, the highways, all 3 canyons coming up here into Estes Park had crashes on them. As you can see right now, because of the lighter snow, like this side road right behind me here, since the last plow went by, the snow has not been able to fill that in, but it's going to continue to snow all night. So let's talk about totals. Let's take a look. I mean, this snow has been impressive for sure. Let me get a measurement here for you on this bench. We're right at 17 inches right here in this part of Estes Park, and nearby the Trail Ridge Road up here in Rocky Mountain National Park, they're reporting more than 20 inches. So a lot of us are going to come pretty close to getting that 2-foot mark. And you mentioned that people are celebrating out here. Yeah, it's true. Right before our 9 o'clock report, people were actually lighting fireworks up, celebrating up here. I'm not sure if that wasn't for the Avs victory or for the snow, but everyone is really celebrating this. Now, all this snow is going to gradually melt and seep into the ground. It's going to be like leaving your sprinklers on for about 3 consecutive days. This is definitely some snow worth celebrating, and it's going to go all the way into tomorrow. Reporting from the epicenter of this big spring snow monster in Estes Park, I'm meteorologist Corey Reppenhagen for the 9 News Weather Impact Team.
You've been waiting for your own snow day, so it's about time you got a good one, Corey.
It was a long time coming, dry winter, but everybody is so happy, including me, yes.
Right? I remember when he cut back the beard, he's like, I'm giving up on the year. But then, you know what? You got it. You just didn't have the beard to match it. We'll take it either way. Corey, thank you. So there are school districts on the Front Range calling off class tomorrow as this thing just keeps dropping snow.
Yeah, students in Denver, Aurora, Boulder, and Dugco will have a snow day tomorrow. And the list just keeps going. 9 News reporter Rachel Krause joins us from a popular sledding spot. Rachel, a lot of districts are saying, let's have a snow day. Maybe there's some sledding.
Yeah, it seems the whole year many metro area school districts, it was a year without a snow day, and a lot of sledding hills like this one were sitting unused. But thanks to this Cinco de snowstorm, that's going to change.
you know, it's Colorado, so nothing's crazy.
It was a warm winter in Colorado. Small smatterings of snow, a rare sight until a spring storm rolled in Tuesday night.
It's not uncommon for Colorado to have snow in May, but it's, you know, it's weird because we haven't had snow until now.
Scott Pribble with Denver Public Schools says they haven't called off class in a while, not since November 2024.
And so it has been a minute since that. I've been here for almost 5 years now, and we have had a snow day every single year since I arrived.
That is until Tuesday night. DPS joined districts including Aurora, Thompson, and Poudre in calling off class Wednesday as the snow piles up. Districts plan for these days, building them into their calendar.
We usually have 1 or 2, maybe at the most 3.
Colorado kids hope and pray for these snow days.
From putting a spoon underneath their pillow when they go to bed at night, wearing their pajamas inside out and backwards, and then the strange one to me is flushing ice cubes down the toilet.
Call it snow or superstition, it seems to have worked. You heard him. If you're a DPS student, you've got a snow day tomorrow, and a lot of area school districts are following suit. We'll have the full list of closures and delays on this story at 9news.com. Reporting live in Denver, Rachel Krause, 9 News.
Some cold weather shelters around Denver are now open for people to get out of the cold and snow. The city started welcoming folks in a few hours ago. Those shelters are pet friendly. They provide food, blankets, a place to rest and sleep. The city activates them when it either gets below 25 degrees, when the National Weather Service issues a cold weather advisory, or when at least 2 inches of snow are forecast. Not everyone, of course, feels comfortable going to a shelter environment. We spoke with a woman named Alma, who's living on the streets, told us that she's grateful for all the help that she's received. Something as simple as a clean, dry pair of socks.
It reminds you that people care, you know, that you're not just out here struggling alone. 'Cause that's a very despairing feeling, being out here alone.
Alma told us that she will be able to stay at a friend's house tonight. For the people who choose to go into the cold weather shelters, they'll stay open through 11 Thursday morning.
The morning commute could be a mess. There are a bunch of snowplows out there, though, trying to mitigate that. The city of Aurora rolled out about 24 this afternoon. They'll have plow drivers working around the clock through tomorrow afternoon, or until the snow stops. They'll be focused on the main roads first before they get to the side streets. The city has dealt with plenty of spring storms before, but they did have to make a few adjustments leading up to the snowfall.
We do leave some of the fleet set up, but a storm like this, we are having to turn around and set a lot of trucks back up for a storm of this nature.
CDOT also has about 100 plows out across the metro area focused on the interstates, big roads first. School's getting canceled. Rockies game was postponed.
Yeah.
The snow did not stop the show at Red Rocks
Of course.
tonight.
People are like, let's go, let's do it. The French DJ David Guetta was out there, and 9 News reporter Janelle Finch joins us from Morrison after talking with some of those very committed fans. Janelle?
What's a little snow and freezing temps to David Guetta fans? We learned tonight it's clearly nothing. People were lined up waiting for doors to open despite the bitter cold.
For more reasons than one, David Guetta fans will be making memories at Red Rocks.
One for the books, right?
Standing in 30-degree weather and snow takes a special kind of person.
True fans.
Myrna Solorzano is one of those special people.
It's what Colorado people do, you know, like somebody from down in Florida would not understand this, but we Colorado people, we're built for it, you know?
She says she's been listening to the French DJ since high school. Snow wasn't keeping her at home.
We are staying towards the last end of everything. We have a survival kit in the car, so we are ready. We are built for this.
Solorzano says she's been mentally preparing for the cold for a week. Naname Mikeno
yesterday
had less time to get ready.
Yeah, and we didn't know the weather was going to be this bad.
But she pivoted her concert outfit last minute.
It was like a skirt and a tank top and like a puffer.
And is ready for her first snowy show at Red Rocks.
And it's like Colorado. It's like kind of like the snow point.
Some may even consider it a Colorado badge of honor for a concert people surely won't forget.
Weather's not going to stop us.
Yeah, I'm so ready.
Indie rock band Bright Eyes was scheduled to play at Red Rocks tomorrow, but on Monday, the venue announced that the concert would be postponed due to weather. We got a few mixed reviews from people in line on whether or not tonight's show should have been canceled or should not have been canceled, but clearly it was only going to take a cancellation to keep these fans at home. Live in Jefferson County, Janelle Finch, 9 News.
You can stay up to date on this spring storm and all its impacts on our 9 News app, and you can stream us anytime by scanning that QR code on your screen.
President Trump's Justice Department is following through on a threat to sue Denver over the city's decades-old ban on assault weapons. The DOJ filed the lawsuit today. It happened a day after city officials publicly rejected the federal government's call to repeal the ordinance that's been on the books since 1989. The Trump administration claims it violates the Second Amendment right to bear arms. City officials call it a common-sense policy that's made the city safer. The 6 children of the former dentist from Aurora who poisoned his wife are suing him, his former business, and the company that sold him the cyanide he used to commit murder. 48-year-old James Craig is serving life in prison with no chance of parole for killing Angela Craig in 2023. James Craig ordered cyanide and had it shipped to his practice. Summerbrook Dental, an employee there, opened it, but did not report it until after Angela was in the hospital. The new lawsuit claims Craig deliberately poisoned his wife, that employees at Summerbrook Dental were negligent, and that Midland Scientific had a duty to verify that Craig had a legitimate reason to order the poison. It seeks an unspecified amount for the couple's children for the loss of their mothers, care, companionship, guidance, and financial support. 4 of the children are grown, the other 2 are still minors. We requested a comment from the attorneys representing Midland Scientific. We didn't hear back. Summerbrook Dental is no longer in business, and Craig, of course, is in prison.